Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nornreaver, and I am here to bring you an opinion. I guess you could say I'm here to bring you an opinion on historically based games, or games that are historically accurate, or at least attempt to be historically accurate. What do I mean by this? I mean Mount and Blade with Fire and Sword. I mean the Total War series. In the Civilization series. I mean stuff like that. My opinion on them. My opinion on them is we don't have enough of them. And the worst part is, I think one of the things that I hate the most is we don't have historically accurate games, or at least enough of them, that are outside of the strategy game genre. I was thinking, here's an idea for a game. A lot of people are getting tired of first-person shooters nowadays. I'm not one of them. I'm really neutral on the idea, but a lot of people are getting tired of them. Why make it a first-person shooter? Let's make a first-person game, not shooter per se, but a first-person game that takes place in the medieval times, or the Dark Ages, or ancient times. Why not something like that? Why not a game where we're playing in the first-person perspective as a knight and we can see our sword slashes, or as a Viking, or maybe even to slight shooter elements with black powder weapons. Now, a lot of people might say, "Oh, but that'll take a long time. It takes minutes to load them." Come on, think about this. Are you really telling me that there is no suspense? There's no suspense in firing an inaccurate shot. It misses, and you have to spend 15 seconds. I know that looks like masturbation, but you have to spend 15 seconds like reloading your gun. You're telling me that's not suspenseful to fire yet another inaccurate shot? Plus, that would get rid of a lot of people's complaining about campers. But yeah, I was thinking stuff like that. That might be an interesting idea for a first-person game. Why should we call it a? Why do we call modern-day war games? Why do we call Call of Duty, Battlefield, and all these other games war games, when they really, yeah, they take place in wars, but why are we exclusively calling more modern age warfare games as war games? Why can't we have a war game that takes place in medieval times? Because there was lots of war there. Or why can't we have something like that? Also, here's also another thing. Why can't we have a game that takes place in the high seas during the age of black powder without it being blatant pirates? Why can't we have that? Or at least enough of them? Yeah, they exist, but why can't we have any of that? Why can't we have all of this? That's just my thoughts. Disagree with them if you feel like it. But yeah, why can't we have a first-person shooter, or just a first-person game that is a lot like Mount and Blade? I mean, yeah, a lot of people might argue, well, you can play Mount and Blade in first-person. Yeah, and it sucks in first-person. I've went through like an entire freaking 360-day playthrough, and it's in first-person, and it sucks. Why can't we make a game that's based off of a first-person kind of thing, and make it in the Mount and Blade vein or something like that? Or Sid Meier's vein, or something along those lines. Why can we not have that? Is that too much to ask? Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm not a developer, so I can't really say that I know. But what do you think on this? What do you think, my 11 viewers? What do you think? Agree? Disagree? Or do you really care? Anyways, this is Nornreaver, and I'm signing off.